On this week's Jack Swarbrick show, Lucia joins the program. The sophomore winger from Minnesota has 2 goals and an assist in 8 games this season.
Out here with Lucia. Mario, thanks for being with us. Yes, sir. Got a big matchup this weekend. You guys have Minnesota coming up, and your dad obviously is the head coach of Minnesota. That's Don Lucia. What's this game going to be like for you and your family?
It'll be fun. I mean, we played him last year, so kind of got to feel for that, just the whole aspect just with my family because it was in Minnesota, so it was a little different. I had a lot more family in town. For this, it's just going to be more about myself and our team. I mean, my mom's going to come down, but my sister is due in a couple weeks, so she's not going to be able to make it. And my brother also is busy with work, so he's not going to be able to make it. But no, it's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's a game I've had marked on my calendar since, we got the schedule last spring.
Right, and you mentioned that your mom, if there's anybody caught smack dab in the middle of this thing, it's your mom. What's this thing going to be like for her?
No, yeah, she's gonna root for me. She's been rooting for my dad her whole life, so now the tides have changed, I guess.
Now your dad played at Notre Dame here, played here from 1977 to 1981. How much of an impact did he have on your decision to come here to Notre Dame? You're always rooting for Notre Dame growing up?
I think it was just more like I didn't grow up hating Notre Dame because my dad's a coach, so I grew up hating a lot of teams. Like there's teams in WCH that I grew up hating, like North Dakota, Wisconsin. So as Notre Dame was like a team that I didn't really get a chance to see as much. And when I came out here for a visit, obviously I fell in love with this campus and with the new rink that they had coming. Everything just fell into place, and yeah, kind of no-brainer to come here. So.
How much was your dad pulling on you to get you to come out?
I think he was. I would say he was really excited when I came here, just because he knew he had a good experience here, and he knew that I would have a good experience too.
He kind of wanted to let you pave your own way.
Yeah, exactly. Just start my own path. If I would have gone to Minnesota, I would have been the coach's kid, labeled as coach's kid no matter what. I wouldn't be Mario Lucia like I am here. I'm Mario Lucia, I'm my own person, and that's really important to me.
I'm glad to hear that. I obviously respect that decision. I grew up with a little bit of that myself, so I understand that, man. That's awesome. I'm glad you part of the Irish family.
Yeah.
And so we have, you grew up with your dad as a coach. You obviously loved hockey as well growing up. Mm-hmm. Your dad coached at places like Minnesota, coached at places like Alaska, Colorado College. What's it like being a coach's son?
Just kind of, you're a rink rat, I guess you could say. I'm always around the rink, and you get to grow up watching players and seeing how hard they work. Like in the summers, when I was in high school, I'd go work out in the summer, and pro alumni would come back to Minnesota, like Thomas Vanek, Blake Wheeler, Alex Goligoski, Paul Martin, guys that I grew up idolizing as a kid, and just seeing how hard they work and the time they put in the off season really is just shows how hard I have to work to get to the next level and to get to where I want to be and have my dreams come true. So I'm just being coach's kid. I guess just being around the rink, I'm just always around the game, and he's obviously always there to support me, and he's always got good advice for me, obviously being coach. So.
Who was your favorite player growing up?
My brother was my favorite player, but before that, before he was playing, he played at Minnesota, my brother actually. But before that, Johnny Pohl, and then Thomas Vanek. He was unbelievable there. They won 2 national championships with him. He had 34 goals as a freshman, I think, and yeah, he was an unbelievable player, and still in the NHL he was very good. So. And
Mario, if you would just elaborate a little bit on your brother Tony, what kind of an impact did he have on you growing up?
Tony was, he worked his butt off to get everything he did, or everything he got. He wasn't always the most talented player on his team. He had a lot of skill, but I think he got the places through his hard work. He got he got the captainship at Minnesota because he worked hard. Just going to games in Minnesota, it was really cool to see just how much the fans support him, just because he was a relentless player. He was a dog on the puck. He finished his checks. He was just a gritty player, and he brought offense too, and he really had a lot of passion and heart for the game. It's something I looked to him to bring to my game too. He always is here. He comes a lot to our games, and so yeah, I hope he comes down. And his best friend works for our team now, Joey Miller. So it gives him a little more incentive to come down too. Also, Joey Miller played for Minnesota too. So,
talk about your trip last year, returning to Minnesota. How was that?
I think I was the most nervous I've ever been for a game. Just coming home, playing in front of, it's an intimidating rink, Mariucci Arena. They have 10,000 fans. One of the better venues in college hockey, and they were the #1 team in the nation. We were #2, so obviously all the hype, and then coming back from World Juniors, I mean, I was a little tired too, just because I came back from Russia and we played, I think, 3 days later. So just getting acclimated back into college and just getting back into the team swing of things and just getting back used to the time change. All that stuff just made a huge difference. And then coming home, obviously, everyone knows that you're Mario Lucia and you're playing against your dad. So, I mean, obviously all that hype too made a big difference. So this time I'll be a little more calmer, not as nervous. I mean, I'm playing in my home rink, so it won't be as nerve-wracking for me. So yeah, I think I'm going to be a lot better this time around.
Glad to hear that. And last year you had the broken leg early on in the year, and so you had to come back your freshman year off the broken leg. How much do you feel like you're still able to prove this year on a healthy leg, going forward?
I didn't think that really hindered me. Just because I just came back. I feel like I came back stronger. I think the workouts helped me a lot because strength was an issue for me last year. I wasn't as strong as I am now. So I think I put on a few more pounds during that 2-month period. Come back better cardio shape, but just getting adjusted to college hockey, coming back from the broken leg, and then this year it's just I kind of know the swing of things. There's no excuse for you being a freshman or, oh, I broke my leg last year, so I can have just an average year. So this year I really want to have a good year and help our team do big things.
No doubt. What about being a student at Notre Dame? You enjoying it so far? You're one of the young guys on the hockey team. Having fun?
Yeah, obviously I'm having fun. School's really hard. I actually just had an accounting test today, and then I have a finance test Thursday. So it's a busy week for me and academically, and just balancing academics and then hockey is really challenging, but I've been doing it my whole life. But obviously, I mean, Notre Dame is one of the best campuses around, and school is not very easy. But we have everything to have success with tutors and academic advisors, and you have your sophomore class, my sophomore class around me for support. We're all in business school, so we're kind of battling the trenches together and battling through the Mendoza Business School together. So I guess we'll find out how we all do on this accounting and finance test, but hopefully we'll do better than the last couple.
Yeah, obviously you're an emerging star this year on the Fighting Irish offense. Just talk about yourself individually and how you think of yourself as a player. What are some things you need to improve on, some things that you're great at already? Just talk about your own game.
Very skilled offensively. I think I have a knack for scoring goals. I make other players around me better. I've been around the rink my whole life, so very smart. I think I know where to be. I have a lot of things to work on still. I mean, I'm not a perfect player, no one is. But that'll come with me working out in the weight room. I just need to get stronger. I'm 200 pounds right now. I'd like to get to about 210, 215 when it's all said and done. So, I mean, with strength will come speed, will come more able to puck protect in the corners, better in front of the net, and just being able to just finish guys off in open ice or just winning puck battles like that. So I think just getting stronger is something I really need to work on, and just that'll come with being more mature and all that. So
we have number 1 Minnesota, number 3 Notre Dame, number 4 in some polls, whatever, top 5 Notre Dame. What's that old coach from Minnesota have to do coming up here to stop Mario Lucia and the Fighting Irish?
I think he's going to have to bring his A game. We're a good team. We've got 4 good lines, 6 good D, a really good goalie. So they're going to have to bring their A game. They're going to have to. I mean, they're one of the best skilled teams, very good transitionally. They're going to have to be good on the power play. Yeah, they're just going to have to bring their A game, and if we bring our game, we're going to it's going to be a good game, and hopefully I like my chances.
I love it, man. Mario, really appreciate you hanging out with us.
Thank you.